The Rooiwal power station, operating on minimum capacity for over a decade. Tshwane spends millions annually on security and staff, but residents don't benefit much. The Pretoria West power station suffered the same reality, despite the need for additional power supply in the country's capital city. But this might change soon. If Tshwane plans to lease out the Rooiwal and this Pretoria West power station succeeds, then these two power stations could ultimately be in the hands of the private sector as early as next month.
We want it this end of July. If everything goes well according to plan, we want to hand those by July. So the budget has been passed for an allocation of 50 million rands to the energy task team to have a transactional advisor that will be advising us on how to go about on these two power stations.
But not everyone is satisfied with the upcoming public-private partnership.
Who does it benefit? Who are the investors? When you look at it holistically, it does have a benefit. But when it comes with Tshwane DA-led coalition, it's problematic because they just impose and implement things without consulting us. So it's disappointing to hear that it's even going to be implemented. So who's going to benefit? Who's the investor? That's a problem.
While the city has embarked on public consultations, others claim that they were left out.
Brink is not telling us about anything that they are doing in our Tshwane residents, as the residents of Tshwane. They never talk to us about anything.
How can they go ahead with such things, not telling the community? At the end of the day, it's us, community, who are going to suffer. And then they keep on doing things on their own. Now they are going to lease those two power stations. And then at the end, we are going to pay for that, and then we are going to end up sitting on the dark.
But other residents say this plan might help to create jobs and save them money, especially those who are in business.
It will be good to generate more electricity, and that's what we need.
If this power station might work, it might solve everything. Even the money and the bills might be less.
A fire broke out at the Pretoria West power station last week on Friday, which might further reduce its value. The old infrastructure at both power stations is another factor that investors might have to deal with. But Tshwane says the benefits are far-reaching.
If you have over-reliance on Eskom with having 50%, if we're on load shedding stage 2, we won't have load shedding. We can be able to proceed on a day-to-day. The security also becomes a problem, where the streets are dark, and you have where now cable theft occurs, vandalism of our infrastructure.
With sky-high electricity costs in the country that's already crippling the working class, especially the poorest of the poor, some fear that if substations like this one here is under the control of the private sector, they might find themselves more exploited financially, especially if electricity pricing is not well regulated. Patricia Fasage, SABC News in Pretoria West.